Introduction to the appearance structure. Instrument calibration. Calibration in reflection mode. Click on Calibrate on the screen. Follow the prompts to place the black cavity at the reflection measurement port. Click on Calibrate. After completing the black calibration, proceed to the white calibration below. Place the whiteboard on the black chamber, and then adsorbed on the reflection measurement port. Click on Calibrate. White calibration completed. We will remove it. This is the green board. Generally, skip the green check option. Calibration can also be carried out if necessary. Next, perform fluorescence calibration. Click on Fluorescence Calibration. Click Enter. Follow the same steps to perform black and white calibration. Place the fluorescence calibration plate into the reflection measurement port. Click on Calibration. Prompt for long calibration time. Click Yes. Calibration completed. Click Enter. Fluorescence calibration completed. Instrument calibration. In transmission mode, transmission calibration is recommended for 18 毫米 calibrations. Click Setting. Click Transmission. Click Apply. Click Calibrate. We'll calibrate the whiteboard magnetically at the reflection measuring port. The transmission measuring port is pointed at the air or the cuvette holding the distilled water. Click Calibrate. Setting. How to switch calibers. Click Setting. When the aperture setting is automatic recognition state, switching the aperture only needs to be taken down and replaced directly. The instrument will automatically recognize the aperture size and automatically adjust the light path. Setting. How to set the light source and view angle. Click Setting. Click Parameter. You can see settings with light sources and angles. There are 37 light sources to choose from. There are 2度 and 10度 angles to choose from. It is necessary to select a second light source when measuring the heterochromatic spectrum. Setting. How do I set the tolerance? Click Setting. Click on Tolerance. You can set tolerances for different color spaces. LAB, the default tolerance is R, can be increased or decreased according to demand. An increase indicates the low requirement for chromatic aberration. The reduction means that the demand for color difference is high. Setting. How to call up the desired measurement parameters. Click Settings. Click Display. All measurement parameters can be seen. The first one is chromatic aberration. There are 5 color spaces where color difference can be measured. The second is data. Click Apply. Click Edit. First, the color space value can be measured. Gray indicates selected parameters. Second, the color space difference can be measured. The third is the color difference type. The fourth is whiteness. The fifth is yellowness. The sixth is blackness and grayscale. Number 7 is transmission, such as platinum, cobalt, Gardner, Sabot, and so on. The 8th is color fastness. The 9th is strength. 10th is color density. The 11th is environment and others. The 12th is spectrum. Values can be measured spectrum. Then there are spectral haze, spectral fog haze diff. You can also measure K, S difference. and absorbance difference, other indices, such as Badu gloss. The settings page is displayed. The display page is displayed again. Here are the figure. You can see graphs with different parameters, such as lab, ICSI, LUV, K, S curve, reflectance curve, absorbance curve. The fog of transparent materials can also be measured. Liquid chroma. The opacity can be measured. Metamerism. There are also similar color searches. Master batch. Titanium dioxide. Paste. Setting. How to retrieve previously saved data as standard. Click Data View. Find the data you want to pull. Let's say we choose this set of data. Press and hold to display this screen. Select Set into Target. This is the data of the standard sample. Then click on Test Sample. Click Measure. There will be a difference compared with the standard sample. Setting. How to find similar colors. Click Display. Click Find Similar Color. Click Apply. Select Color Set. Find the library you are looking for. Click Measure in the lower right corner. You can find the closest color card. Setting. How to build a color library. Click on My Color. Click Select. Can be added to the original color library. You can also choose to create a new color library. Click Finish. Take the colors you want to add. Place Add Reflection Measuring Port. Click Create. Here you can directly enter the color L, A and B values for input. Click Instrument Measurements. Can also be recorded with Instrument Measurements measure. The color can be named after the measurement is complete. Click Finish. The second color is entered below. Click Create. Click Instrument Measurement Measurement. After the second color entry is completed, the third color entry is performed by following the same steps. Setting. How to export report to USB flash drive. Remove the USB flash drive from the instrument storage box. Insert the USB flash drive into the USB port on the side of the instrument. Click Data View. Select the data you want to export. Long press the data you want to export. Click Export Report. You can edit company name, test title, sample name, department and inspector. Click Parameter Setting. Export parameters in the report. You can add or subtract in this interface. For example, select parameter H and click Delete, or select the Y parameter and click Add. Click Finish, then click Export. You can choose single test report or graphic report. Click Enter. Export report completed. Measurement. Reflection mode. How to measure the color of the master batch. Pour the color master batch into a circular cuvette. Try to fill it up. When measuring color master batch, the diameter should be changed to 30 毫米 big diameter. Click Setting. Measure by erecting the instrument. Place the color master batch on the measuring port. Click Display. Click Master Batch. Click Apply. Click Measure. Prompt to measure the master batch after shaking it 3 times. Compact the master batch as much as possible. By default, the instrument measures 5 times and takes an average value. Click Measure. Second measurement, third measurement, fourth measurement, Fifth measurement. After measuring 5 times, click Finish. Measurement. Reflection mode. How to measure the color of the powder. There are 2 ways to measure powder. For the first measurement of absolute values, click Settings, click Display. For the first measurement of absolute values, click Settings, click Display. Click on titanium dioxide, click Apply. Click Measure. Press the powder into powder for measurement as prompted. This method can measure absolute values. The second method measures the relative value by pouring the powder into a cuvette. Click Settings, Display. Click Color Diff, Apply. Click Measure. The relative value of the powder can be obtained. Measurement. Reflection mode. How to measure the color of the paste. First, click on Settings. Click Display. Click on Paste. The instrument prompts you to pour the paste sample into a circular cuvette and ensure that the bottom surface of the paste is uniform before measurement. Measurement. Reflection mode. How to measure the color difference of plastic sheets. First, click on Setting. Click Display. Click Color Diff, Apply. The standard is measured first. Place the standard at the reflection measurement port. Click Measure. The specimen is then measured. Place the second sample at the reflectance port. Click Measure. The color difference between the 2 samples is measured. Measurement. Reflective mode. How to measure the hiding power of the paint. Click Setting. Click Display Opacity. Click Apply. Click Measure. The interface for measuring the hiding force will appear. As prompted, first measure the paint hiding power on the color on the white background. Align the paint on the white background with the test port. Click OK. The paint hiding power on top of the black background color is then measured. Click Enter. The hiding power of this coating can be measured to be 99.0%. The paint width per hiding power is measured below. Again, measure the paint on the white background first. Paint on the black background is then measured. Measurement. Reflection mode. How to measure the reflectivity of ink. Click Setting. Click Display Figure Reflectance Curve, Apply. The sample is then clamped onto the reflection measuring port. The sample position can be adjusted with the help of the camera framing function. Click Measure. The reflectivity curve of the ink can be measured, and reflectance values at every 10 nm interval. Measurement. Reflection mode. How to measure the yellowness index. Click Setting. Click Display Data Apps. Click Edit. Parameters can be selected according to your measurement needs. After the parameters are added, clamp the sample at the test port and click to measure. It is possible to measure the yellowness index under different standards. Measurement. Reflection mode. How to measure color fastness. Click Setting. Click Display. Select Data and click Apply. Click Edit. Click on Color Fastness. Add or remove measurement parameters as needed. Click Finish. Clip the sample to the test port and click Measure. Then click Sample Measurement on the back of the measurement sample. Click on Measure. The values for stain fastness and color fastness will appear. Measuring reflection mode. How to measure force. Click Setting. Click Display Data, Apply. Click Edit. Click Strength. Select parameters and click Add Finish. Click Finish. Clamp the sample to the measuring port and click to measure. Standard sample measurement complete. Click Test Sample. The other side of the sample is then measured. Click Measure. The force parameters on both sides of the sample can be measured. Measurement, reflection mode. How to measure metamerism. Click Setting. Click Display. Click Metamerism. Set the first light source to a D650 angle as prompted. The second light source is set to a 2 angle of light source A. Clamp the sample to the measuring port. Click Measure. Click Test Simple. The other side of the sample is then measured. Click Measure. The metamerism index can be measured to be 0.05. Measurement, transmission mode. How to measure the chromaticity of liquids. Click Setting. Click Transmittance. Click Display. Click on Liquid Chromaticity. Click Apply. Pour the liquid into the cuvette and fill it as much as possible. Place the cuvette into the transmission measurement port. Click Measure. It is possible to measure the chromaticity of platinum, cobalt, Gardner, cybertron, and so on. Measurement, transmission mode. How to measure the yellow index of the film. Place the film into the transmission measurement port. Click Setting. Click Display Data. Click Apply. Click Edit. Click Yellowness. Add or remove parameters as needed. Click Finish. Click Finish. The yellowness index of the film is measured. Measurement, transmission mode. How to measure glass transmittance and haze. Click Setting. Click Display. Click on Haze Transmission. Apply. Click Measure. Prompt the black cavity to be placed at the reflex measurement port. Click Enter. The sample is then placed into the transmission measurement port. Click Enter. Measure the haze and transmittance of the sample.